How do you think, Tracy, this is going to work? You heard him say he thinks he's actually improved parts of his game since he's been out, but it's a lot of question marks left.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to take for him to gain his rhythm on the offensive end. I mean, that is the one thing that takes some time for a player to come back, is to gain offense of rhythm of being out so long. However, he could come back and do what he does best. That's rebounding. He could defend. He doesn't have to come in and be a savior for this team. Like, they're already great without him. If he could come in and provide great defensive protection at the rim, and he can be a great ball mover, a great passer, initiate the offense like Draymond Green, and rebound the basketball, I mean, that's all they need from him right now.
He is a proud all-star. Do you think he's going to be okay doing that, knowing that he's not going to get the same shot attempts and he's not going to be such a focal point of the offense? I'm
sure Steve Kerr has been talking to him throughout this season about what his role is, what he expects of him coming back. I'm sure they've been having those talks. So, yeah, I'm sure he's comfortable with that.
It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to experience it. It's just because, I mean, look, we've seen it. I'm going to give you the Boston Celtics, right? You can take the specific of Gordon Hayward and how long it's taken him to kind of work back into his rhythm, just like you said, Tracy. And also, all summer the Celtics talked about, we got a lot of pieces to fit in, we got a lot of talent, we all got to learn how to sacrifice. They all talk the talk. We're more than halfway through the season. They're still learning how to walk the walk.
They haven't won 3 championships.
Well, that's definitely true. But Boogie's never even been in a playoff game before. You're around this team every day, Nick. What do you think walking that walk is going to be like?
This is a real-life sports science project, guys, because there's always 2 parts to this all along for the Warriors. How does he fit in the locker room with the rest of the guys? All the guys really seem to like him. But then you say, okay, well, how is this going to play out on the floor? And one after another, players and coaches are kind of like, we'll see. And they're still going to win the title. I believe that wholeheartedly, no matter whether this works or it doesn't. But this group loves to push the pace and run up and down the floor. And Boogie, when he's at his best, he kind of likes to slow it down. Alvin Gentry noted last night he's a hell of a passer, so maybe he fits in early that way. But I have some serious doubts as to whether or not they're just going to drop him in and say, hey, Boogie, do your thing, man. And he's just going to get rolling early on. And if he's not rolling early on for a guy that wants to get paid big money and wants that extension after the season from somewhere, that's what I think the Warriors have a little bit of fear of. If he doesn't find his niche early, is he going to rock the boat a little bit internally?
Well, they're trying to make him feel good. His teammates are legit excited about him coming back. He's very well liked in that locker room right now. Draymond Green asked about Boogie's return. Here's what he said.
This is the last game without Boogie Cousins, and I know this is a real simple question, but what is about to change?
All hell about to break loose, so it's going to be fun.
Thank you, Draymond.
Thank you to Gareth Burke for that, and it's amazing because he's right. We just don't know how. All hell could be about to break loose for the Warriors, unleashed on the rest of the league, or like we've seen, everything internal with the Warriors has not been rosy. When you say, gee, what's going to happen if he starts to get frustrated, what is the fear? Because yes, this team's at this level. Can they be broken down at any point?
Yeah, I think they've shown that they can be for stretches, but I think they are way too talented and way too focused on repeating for the 3rd time to let anything derail them. The issue here is DeMarcus going to fit into what they already have in place? And if you're the Warriors and you're kind of rolling the dice here, you're leaning on Steph Curry big time. You're leaning on Draymond, who's been in his corner all along saying, hey, this is our guy. He's going to do exactly what we need him to do. But you brought it up in the interview, Rach. DeMarcus needs the Warriors still more than they need him, because everything that they have going for him right now, he couldn't come in a better spot, because all the problems that were going on before, they're all gone. They're playing their best basketball of the year, and they feel great about where they're at in the moment.
And as a player, Tracy, he's got to know that this is such an opportunity. And I got to tell you, the guys I know in New Orleans, in Golden State, who've been around him, love the emotion. Absolutely. They love how much he plays the game and how much it's all out on the floor. If you were his teammate, even if it's up and down, how would you feel about him?
I would love playing with a guy like that. I mean, I played with Ron Artest.
Right.
So I know. I've played with guys like this before.